All right, it is time now for our football recruiting report with our recruiting insider, Otis Kirk. He joins me right now. And let's start things off talking about Lucas Coley. He was actually in Fayetteville over the weekend.
Yeah, he is. He'll be going home in the morning, Tara. They're going back to San Antonio. They were, his game against Toledo this Friday night has gotten canceled this upcoming Friday night. They played Frisco Legacy Christian Academy Friday night and won 44-7. They've only lost one game this season. San Antonio Cornerstone Christian has. Lucas is a great kid. He's about 6'2", 200, give or take, maybe 205, 203. But he's a very good player, dual threat quarterback, can do exactly what Arkansas wants to do with the quarterback. He's not as tall as Felipe, but he's a similar quarterback in some ways, in the sense he's a good passer, good runner. But he had a lot of offers. And he got moved up to a 4-star by ESPN. And, he's a 3-star on the others, but he's the type kid that he's a leader. And that's what you want in a quarterback, Tara. I mean, he is reaching out to other recruits, recruiting them for Arkansas. He's been very active in that regard. I love him as a leader. I mean, he's great on the field. We got a story on PigTrailNationHogWheel.net about some video of him against Frisco. You can watch that, and then there's all kinds of huddle and stuff. But the biggest thing to me is, while he's outstanding on the field, he's an outstanding person and an outstanding leader. And actually, I talked to him about that. You can find talent. Most of the kids in the nation, they're rated pretty high and being recruited because they have talent. What separates some of them is character and leadership skills and little intangibles. And he's got all of that. So that's why I like him so much.
Well, let's move on to talk about C.J. Brown. He's been playing corner, free safety, running back. What's it looking like? What does Arkansas want to recruit him for?
2022 kid. I think Arkansas is in a battle with Oklahoma State for him. They got beat by Tulsa Metro Christian, I believe it's called, Friday night. That was a big game for them. But Beggs has only got like 25 players on the team. It's a small school. They've got a safeties committed to Texas A&M on the team. But he's really impressed with the fact that Arkansas has gotten so many Oklahoma kids this year. He knows a lot of those players know each other over there. Just like here in Arkansas, these kids know each other. And so they know each other, and he's impressed with that, and he's certainly going to give Arkansas a look. He's one of the kids that it'd be nice when they get to where they can have visits where he can come over and see the U of A. I think that's one thing they're looking at there.
A.J. Green, a 4-star running back, helped his team actually get their first win of the season last weekend.
Yeah, and that's one of those Oklahoma kids he's talking about, because that's one of the top. In fact, I guess AJ might have been the top-rated recruit in the class till Keytron Jackson committed. But AJ's a 4-star from Tulsa Union, and Union is down this year. They're 1-4 now. In fairness to them, they've lost to Jinx, Owasso, and teams like that. So Bixby, who's undefeated, they've lost to some teams that are big time programs. But usually Union wins their share of those games. But they're a little down this year. But yeah, they won 66-10 over Mustang Friday night. He had 228 yards rushing on just 13 carries, scored 3 touchdowns. AJ's the type player that can come in and give Arkansas a lift at running back next year. Rakeem is a senior, and TJ, they got TJ at wide receiver, but he's a guy that's been talked about, could play some running back if they need him. He obviously has at Arkansas. But AJ Green is one of the 2 running backs in the class committed. He's also the second one from Oklahoma, but he's a player that could come in and make a big impact next season, much like, like a Felix Jones from Tulsa Booker T or Darren McFadden, like they did as true freshmen. That's a position where a true freshman can help you, Tara, and they're going to need help there next year. And AJ's one that can certainly provide some of it.
All right, lastly, Jermaine Hamilton Jordan, a 3-star safety. He had a big weekend as well with his high school team.
This kid is a human highlight film. He has a big weekend every weekend. He does it every weekend. They got beat the other night pretty bad, 49-10. But still, he had 17 tackles, a pass breakup, and rushed 3 times for 29 yards. He plays both ways. They're 4-2 on the season. They're a good team. But even in a losing effort, he had 17 tackles. Here's a kid that plays linebacker, can move to safety if he need be when he gets to Arkansas. But whether he plays safety here or plays linebacker, he's going to be someone that can instantly help Barry Odom's defense. He's that type player. And whether he's lining up with Odom at safety or Coach Rhodes at linebacker, he's going to be a big help to the Razorbacks immediately.
All right, Otis Kirk, thank you so much for your time and your insight.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah.